environment.
Join Mike Ureta on Business 360, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Up next on Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez and this is Newsfeed. Developments in the missing sabungeros case. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla reveals that a group within the PNP CIDG tried to pressure the victims' families into signing affidavits that shift blame to whistleblower Julie Dondon Patidongan. He says a CIDG service director was relieved from his post over actions that could compromise the case. A source tells us only one director involved in the case was removed this week, General Romeo Macapaz.
Kaya na-relieve na yung service director ng CIDG. Yung sinasabi ko service director na hihingi namin, yun, tinanggal na yung service director ng CIDG.
Patidongan also confirms it was Macapaz who pushed to reverse the narrative and frame him as the mastermind in the disappearance of dozens of cockfight enthusiasts. Macapaz, meanwhile, denies the allegation, calling it a deliberate smear.
Walang katotohanan yun, sir. Walang katotohanan at I am vehemently denying kung anong sinasabi nila against me. Una, hindi ako na-relieve dahil sa kung anong dahilan. Ako mismo ang nagkiusap na ilipat ako dahil hindi ko na magamit yung posisyon bilang CIDG director. Dahil hindi na ako mapopromote. 10 months na lang ako. Alam natin lahat tayo naghahanap ng hustisya. Pero kung ang hustisya ay piliin lang natin, mahirap din siguro. Dahil hindi pa ako nasisira sa trabaho. Hindi ako nasisilaw sa pera.
Remulla confirms more human remains were recovered from Taal Lake as search operations for the missing sabungeros resume.
May ngipin na kasama. Hindi lang kasama yung panga, yung lower jaw, pero yung upper teeth kasama. So baka sakaling may makuha tayo dito. Buong buo pa yung nakakabit pa sa skull. So baka doon sa ngipin mismo may DNA pa.
Senate President Chief Escudero names Partylist Representative Zaldy Co as behind the so-called demolition job against him. This as he denied inserting billions in the 2025 national budget. Escudero says it's easy to do a 1+1 because when budget issues first came up, no one was removed from the Senate, but it was Co who was removed as House Appropriations Committee Chair. BNC has reached out to Co for comment, but according to House records, Co submitted his resignation back in December due to health concerns. Escudero earlier said the budget realignments wasn't merely 142 billion, but over 600 billion pesos. He called the allegations against him unfair.
Wala talaga kayong ibinulsa or meron?
Wala. Kaya nga, gaya ng sinabi, gaya nga ng unang tanong kanina. Ayan na naman kayo, tatanungin niyo ako ng ganyan tanong, tapos i-quote niyo ako ng base sa tanong ninyo, I think that's an unfair thing to do, quite frankly. If I have never had, no single case has ever been filed against me in my 27 years in government.
More pressure for Israel to end its war on Gaza. Canada also intends to recognize a Palestinian state at the UN General Assembly in September, following France and the UK. Prime Minister Mark Carney says the move has conditions, including the Palestinian Authority's commitment to reforms and general elections in 2026, where Palestinian militant group Hamas, quote, can play no part.
Milliers de Palestiniens ont été tués.
Tens of thousands of Palestinians have been killed, and thousands more are on the brink of famine. Canada condemns the fact that the Israeli government has allowed the catastrophe to worsen in Gaza. As a founding member of the United Nations and NATO, Canada is among the first to defend peace and security in the world. We have the duty to uphold human rights and promote peace and security both domestically and abroad.
U.S. President Donald Trump has pushed back against plans to recognize a Palestinian state. He says doing so would mean rewarding Hamas. Senator Bernie Sanders calls for an end to U.S. military aid to Israel. Sanders says American taxpayer dollars have been used to starve children, bomb schools, and kill civilians in Gaza.
There is no military purpose in starving thousands and thousands of children. Let us be clear. This is not an effort to win a war. This is an effort to destroy a people. U.S. taxpayers have spent many, many billions of dollars in support of the racist, extremist Netanyahu government. Enough is enough. Americans want this to end. They do not want to be complicit in an unfolding famine and daily civilian massacres. And we here in Congress tonight have the power to act.
The war began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas militants attacked Israel, killing more than 1,000 people. In Gaza, the health ministry says more than 60,000 people have already died in the conflict. Stay with the Billionaire News Channel. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Good afternoon.
Up next on Billionaire News Channel.